There are 3 starting players on Cloud9's Valorant roster right now, and their first match in VCT Americas is a little over 2 weeks away. If you're a Cloud9 fan like myself, then you're probably freaking out right now. So what's going on? Spring is right around the corner, and you might be looking for some new threads. So head to shop.thescore.com and check out our esports collection. I promise you'll love it. Over the past few weeks, Cloud9 has made some, well, interesting decisions. Following their loss to DRX at VCT Lock-In, Valorant reporter Purist tweeted on February 23rd that Ye would no longer be part of C9's active roster. Now, obviously, this news shocked everyone. Sure, Cloud9 got embarrassed by DRX, but you can't pin that loss on just one player. If anything, the comps that they picked were questionable, to say the least, and they had absolutely no answer for the Viper Harbor combo on Icebox. So when I first heard this news, I was disappointed. As someone who has supported C9 as an org for nearly 10 years, seeing the Valorant roster make changes after only one real event was worrying. And on March 1st, it became official.
One of the big things addressing, the role issues that have been around Cloud9 even before I came here. We are still trying to figure those things out. And so we're more so looking forward towards the future of the team with everything, that we need to try to correct some of these things because, comps are going to keep changing, metas are going to change, and, flexibility and role issues are something we need to continue to look forward to, like addressing and fixing as the team goes on.
Now, although it may seem like an insane decision, this is not the first time Cloud9 has done something like this. If you're a fan of League of Legends, then you may remember last year when C9 dropped their head coach LS after only 4 games in charge. Cloud9's CEO Jack Etienne also gave us more PR speak in that video and suggested that they just didn't see eye to eye with LS, but didn't really say much else. And following this most recent announcement, C9 got roasted by their community again. Ye even posted this tweet that has since been deleted where he said role issues were definitely the reason for me departing and the team/coach definitely agreed with me being removed. Many have interpreted this tweet as sarcasm, especially after Ye deleted it, and he still hasn't addressed it further. But to play devil's advocate, Cloud9's role issues have been a problem for quite a while. Since they traded Zeta and Autumn to T1 for Curry back in May of last year, things have sort of been a mess. I genuinely miss the days where my boy Sunny was slinging darts across the map and fragging out on agents like Soba and Breach. For many C9 fans, those were the golden days. So when did it all go wrong? If you ask me, Zeta and Autumn leaving for T1 was the turning point. Cloud9 failed to make an international event all of last year. I was excited when I heard that C9 was signing Ye in the offseason, but I mean, who wouldn't be excited if their team signed the best player in the world? The problem is that it still didn't solve the underlying issues within the team. And this is not to throw shade at Ye or the rest of the roster. We all know that they're great players. But Cloud9's issues were swept under the rug when they announced their 2023 roster. And now Ye is in an awful position. He only has a couple weeks to find a new team, and there's a good chance that he doesn't even end up on a partnered roster this year. And if you're a fan of Valorant, that sucks. But C9's announcement this past weekend makes things look a lot worse for the org. Purist reported on Vanity's departure back on March 6th, but yesterday it became official even after George reported that Vanity's teammates wanted him to stay. I reached out to both Vanity and Cloud9 to try and get more info, but I haven't heard back at the time of recording this. So for now, just like everyone else, I'm forced to speculate on what role issues really means. If you ask me, C9 did have role issues, but that doesn't mean that you drop Ye. Even if the chamber meta is long gone, Ye still took Envy to a Masters final while playing Jett. And even if Cloud9 is suggesting that Ye didn't have a deep enough agent pool, then I still don't think it's fair to drop him after one Mickey Mouse event and 2 matches at Lock-In. Many people have suggested that this entire situation was caused by financial issues, to which Jack responded on the C9 subreddit, stating that the org is in a great place financially and he aims to keep it that way by controlling costs in a time where sponsorships are tight, and that he's planning for the long term. But just yesterday, the esports advocate reported that Cloud9 has let go members of their video production and content creation team. The Valorant roster is currently trialing tier 2 players as replacements for both Ye and Vanity because the org is allegedly not willing to pay buyouts for players under contract with partnered teams. And according to Slasher, C9 only replaced G2 in the VCT Americas League after Carlos showed public support for Andrew Tate.
Cloud9 was actually the final team on the bubble.
Really? They almost didn't get it?
Source tells me that Cloud9 replaced G2, not EG.
So despite everything we've been told about Cloud9 these past few weeks, I'd be naive to think that there isn't more to this story. And although Jack is telling us otherwise, perhaps financial issues are causing problems. I already feel bad for the players and everyone else. This team is supposed to play their first match in the new era of the VCT in a couple of weeks, but I worry that this might only be the start of something worse. Because I did something insane on old school RuneScape last night. I'm about to get my primordial crystal.
Jordan's.
I'm gonna no way.
What the f? No, what the f? What the f? Yo, what the f?